I sing this song not to you, but for you, because I know this is the truth of who we all are. Take these words in. I am light, I am light. 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 I am not the things my family did. I am not the voices in my head. I am not the pieces of the brokenness inside. I am light. I'm not the mistakes that I have made, or any of the things that cause me pain. I am not the pieces of the dreams I left behind. I am light. I am light. I am not the color of my eyes. I am not the skin on the outside. I am not my age. I am not my race. My soul inside is all light. All light, yeah. I am divinity defined. I am the God on the inside. I am a star, a piece of it all. I am light.
Hi, YouTubers. I'm excited to give you an update.
Good afternoon, everyone. We're appreciative of those who are perhaps watching this webinar, this American Baptist College webinar. That you have taken time to spend some time with us here at American Baptist College. In the past 3 weeks, we have talked about many of the great things that we have going on here at American Baptist College. And so we have discussed things as it relates to our admissions office and what you would perhaps have to do in order to apply. Our summer bridge program that is coming up in the next coming week starting in July. And granted, you still have time to register even to this date. And we've also talked about the importance of financial aid and how it also plays a huge role in understanding how you ought to finance your education. We are grateful this particular week. We have the Office of Student Success, which is led by Professor Tamara French and Professor William Green. Professor French leads the Office of Student Success, and Professor William Green is our Dean of Chapel. And we are grateful, as it relates to Ms. Jones and I, are grateful to have these two individuals to share with us on today. And so as now at the part of this presentation, we're going to have Professor William Green and Professor Tamara French to share with us the beauty of American Baptist College as it relates to student success. So thank you all once again for tuning in into this webinar. Professor Green, Professor French, feel free to join.
Hello, welcome to, as Mr. Park said, our virtual informational session today. And our focus will be on the Office of Student Success here at American Baptist College. So we can't spell success without you. You are the key component to your success as a student at American Baptist College. We want you to consider how you plan to contribute to your success as a student at ABC. You matter and we care about your success. And because our emphasis is on students as part of that success, we want to make sure you hear the voices of our students on today. So I have joining me a few students who will share their experiences. Mr. Doncor Archie, who served as the SGA president for the 2019-2020 academic year. Ms. Brittany Fitzgerald Hill, who is a sophomore, who served as the SGA non-traditional student rep for the 1920 academic year, and Ms. Kaylin Foster, who is a recent graduate of American Baptist College, the class of 2020, the virtual class, who served as the SGA vice president for the 2018-2019 academic years. So they will cover various areas as it relates to their student experiences, student events, student life, academic support, and senior events. So I'll hand it over to you, Mr. Doncor Archie.
Thank you, Professor French, for that marvelous introduction. Um, let me first say that I am a proud student of American Baptist College. I love my school. I love all of the things that I've learned and I've gained through my matriculation there. As a student, when you become a student at the American Baptist College, you automatically become a part of the Student Government Association. And that Student Government Association is just us students as a whole, the collective body, and it's led by the executive board, the president, vice president, secretary, and then different offices held by different classifications, so freshmen, sophomores, juniors, seniors, representatives as well. And we are pretty much the liaison between the student body and the administration. So SGA tries to help make sure that the student voice is heard. There's so many different events that we do. There's a saying that we have at ABC that ABC is our college, but Nashville is our campus. So we try to take advantage of that saying by having so many different events for student activities. And we've been to Haunted House. We've had Trap and Paint. Trap and Paint was one of my favorites. We all sat around and made paintings and listened to trap music. And then we've been to the Civil Rights Museum. We have all types of late night sessions and cookouts and just having fun and developing that relationship between students, because it's important that during your college career you have to make good long lasting relationships. And some of the relationships that I've made being a part of this student government organization will definitely be ones that will carry out for a lifetime. There's so many more student organizations outside of SGA that's on campus. There's our Greek Life, which plays a big part of campus events. We have the Kappa Alpha Psi and Omega Psi Phi, and then Phi Beta Sigmas as well. And then the Baptist Student Union is another organization, and Vashti Sisterhood plays a big role in making sure that the ladies on campus, they stick together and that they have bonding time. So I appreciate you all for lending me your ear. Like I said, there's so many different events that SGA puts on, that BSU puts on, Vashti, and even our Greek Life. It's so much to consider. Sometimes a lot to take in. Sometimes you don't have enough time in the day to get to all the events, but I'm appreciative for all that we do and for my college. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Mr. Archie. Next up, we have Ms. Fitzgerald Hill.
Well, good afternoon, all. I'll be covering student life and activities and events that have happened on the campus. I can say being a part of the American Baptist College is more of a family. We are small. We are very, very in tune. We were welcoming and very friendly. A few things we did covering this previous semester that really stuck out to me was going to TPEC to see Mr. Tanahashi coach, and just to hear how he would visit plantations in different places to put a face to the things that he's written in his books. It's really eye-opening to see that someone still has a voice for those that have gone on before us. And it's really good to tie in with the school because our school is so rich in the civil rights heritage, especially in Nashville, and having other people come here just to get a taste of what it's like. Um, Also, our ABC nights, from millennial group chat to sit down and talk with some of our staff and faculty to see where the gap is, like what life look like for them when it comes to equality, racism, and then what it looks like for us in the current time. That's really important that we have those open lines of communication, that SGA also played a part in that. But to have the staff be so willing to sit down and even listen to what we had to say so we can kind of find a level playing ground. And going to a small college, that's really important to be able to do that, because in most big settings, every student won't have a face. You kind of just become a name. And I can easily say that at American Baptist, you're more than just a name. And those are really some really high points. I really enjoy going to TPAC to see Pipeline. ABC is really, really intentional about you being a part of not only that the school community, but the community outside of where you are. And Pipeline was a really good eye opener for everyone. If you haven't seen it, I suggest you look into it. And it talks about what it's like from the school to prison pipeline, and how so easily you can get caught up with the wrong group of people, the wrong thing happening in your household, and you make a hasty decision, or that's where just racial things may come into play and you react before you think. So to be able to see those things and how they can play out on either side is really great. It's really informative and very educational. So if you're looking to learn not only about you, but about the things around you and things that involve you, this is the place to be. And thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Fitzgerald Hill. And next up, we have Ms. Kaylin Foster, our recent graduate.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. I want to say thank you to Professors French and Professor Green for this opportunity to speak to my experience today at American Baptist College. While a student at American Baptist College, I had an overall great experience, definitely life-shaping, life-changing experience while at American Baptist College. Just the support from day one from student success and Professor Green's department, as well as far as the Dean of Chapel experience. The support that you receive at American Baptist College is honestly like none other, especially as far as your academics. This is not an institution where you're just gonna, they're gonna leave you by the wayside, if things get rough for you. You can definitely expect that extra support, that extra push. If you're missing your classes, you can expect someone to come knock on your door to get you to your classes. You can expect an email from your advisor. You can expect, just that extra push. It's not just, you're in this race by yourself. They definitely will support you through it all. Even with your advisor, I would say, that kind of relationship is like none other, because that is the person that is gonna matriculate you through and make sure that you are on track with your courses, and make sure that you're taking the correct courses for your specified degree program. So that relationship is very vital, and you should bring different concerns to your advisor. I'm not saying necessarily tell them all of your business per se, but be honest. If something is going on, if something isn't right, if you've just been feeling sluggish this semester, and things back home may be getting to you, talk, open your mouth, speak to those things so that they can best assist you. Because at the end of the day, this is, your degree. This is something that you're investing in. So you want to get that full experience with your advisor. And I can attest to the fact that they will help, they will, assist you in whatever way that they can. And as far as, you know, being a senior, just recently graduating, that whole process was a big deal, especially because of COVID and how things were kind of turned around, and it was a, you know, virtual sense. But ABC and American Baptist College made sure to try to give us that full experience, regardless. I can say that, you know, the process was pretty as smooth as possible. As far as the senior exit interviews and exams, they made sure that you had the correct information that you needed, and, you know, you were able to just feel like you were prepared for what was to come to you, and not just academically. I'm speaking on lifelong as well. They make sure you're prepared for a full life, and not just one-sided type living. You are definitely prepared at American Baptist College for to live and to participate in a full life in a full society. So I'm grateful for American Baptist College. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Foster. Thank you, Mr. Archie, and thank you, Ms. Fitzgerald Hill. Now I will hand it over to Professor William Green, who is our Dean of Chapel.
Wow, thank you, Professor French. And that was exciting to have those three scholars who are part of our family to share so excitedly and poignantly about the American Baptist College experience. I want to begin by saying I am a graduate of American Baptist College from 1985. And so next year will mark 40 years from when I first came to the campus. And now I get the privilege to serve as Dean of Chapel, along with student formation. I was thinking about the song that we had concerning the light, and part of who we are at American Baptist College is the flame, which means we're always trying to stay ignited for issues and concerns on and off campus. One of the areas where I serve in religious life recognizes that if you live life on life's terms, sometimes your light may become dim or your light may flicker. And so what we offer is a once a week on a Tuesday chapel experience. And the chapel experience is, I guess I want to describe it as religious, but not religious based upon denomination, but to increase your highest good and nobility. And so we think about things of compassion and justice. How do we honor God? By honoring one another. And the chapel experience often may just be a speaker who's addressing a particular subject, or it may be a scripture reference, or it may be some type of interactive exercise. But what we've discovered is it's a wonderful place to be, again, to ignite or to keep your light aflame. And as it relates to the idea of student formation and student engagement, this is amazing. We try to partner with the students out of class. So part of student success helps you in class, but we know that there's another classroom, and that classroom, as according to Mr. Archie, is the classroom of Nashville. And so many of our community services, our community interactions allows us to learn in spaces where we learn how to be the best person we can be. And so one of the efforts that we did was Street Works. And Street Works provides education and prevention and care to those affected by HIV and AIDS. When we took, I think, 25 students to that location and had a chance to meet people who were the other. And when I say other, that means people who don't fit in what is a typical way of life. But that's what makes ABC unique. We welcome the other, whatever that may be for you. And in that space of student formation, you're probably going to discover how you fit in the piece of the puzzle of life. And so we expose you to opportunities, we expose you to imagination, and we expose you to affirmation. And all of that together with the religious life and the formation life helps you to serve better in the classroom. And so, yeah, I think that's about it for me, Professor French. So thank you for this opportunity. And I think I'm going to figure out how to celebrate 40 years.
That sounds awesome. And congratulations on your upcoming 40-year reunion, anniversary, whatever you may refer to it as. So I also wanted to share just about how, as the Office of Student Success, we are here to motivate and encourage you. As you've heard from these student experiences, you get a vast variety of exposure to the Nashville community, to different events that are happening in the city. Everything isn't taking place on our campus. We have a very beautiful campus in this Nashville area, but we do explore the greater Nashville community. But part of what we offer as academic resources, we have a writing lab and tutoring center on campus. We have computer labs in the primary dwelling space. So in the lower level of the primary residence hall, there's a computer lab. There are also computer labs available in the library. So you have access to technology at American Baptist College. In addition to that, you'll get motivational emails throughout midterm and final exam periods. And we host study sessions during those time frames as well. And one of the great perks that I'm sure many of these students enjoy, but they didn't mention, is we typically try to have snacks and food available during those study sessions. So when you come study with us, you're able to eat as well. So you may not have to swipe your card for food in the flame on that day, because you can come and dine with us during study session times during midterms and finals. And I just really want to reiterate that we are here to support you. That is the primary goal and the primary focus of the Office of Student Success, is to support you. And as Ms. Foster said, that's in the classroom, but that's in life as well. So when you're meeting with your academic advisor is going to ask you, how are things going with your roommate? How are you adjusting to campus life? This may be the first time you've been away from family. How are you coping with that? So knowing that you have this network of people that are here to support you, not only in your academic efforts, but in your personal life as well, that's what we're here for. And that's what we're here to do. So I will stop talking now, and I will open the floor up for any questions from any of our participants.
Professor French?
Yes.
I was thinking as you were talking, if I was a celebrity, it would be required or in my best interest to have a team of people to help me. So if I was LeBron James, or if I was a rapper, I would have an image consultant, I would have an agent, I would have a PR person, I would have an attorney. When I think about the work of student engagement, student information, student success, I think that's kind of what we do. We become the agents, if you would, in theory, and the image consultants, if you would, in theory. And we become this type of dream team for our students to help them to maximize all of their choices and all of their options. And I just know that that's unique to what it means to be at American Baptist College. And I thought I would share that because I sense that with the students. So yeah, I'll be quiet for now. Thank you.
Definitely. Thank you for sharing that. Yes, you have a dream team here at American Baptist College. There is no shortage of students coming down to the first floor of Griggs Hall and somebody on that hall will be able to accommodate that need or put you in contact with the resource that can provide you that need. So that's one thing about it being an intimate small college, is that you do have resources at your disposal that may not necessarily be available at other institutions of higher education. So thank you for sharing that, Professor Green. Did we have any questions, Mr. Parks? I know you may be monitoring the chat.
Yeah, I'm monitoring the chat, but I want to ask one question perhaps to two of our current students and one graduate. And please be mindful, we only have maybe a few more minutes, so please try to keep your response as concise as possible. Perhaps someone is going to by far to view this webinar today and for the days to come. Why should someone come to American Baptist College, in your opinion? Mr. Archie, Ms. Foster, Ms. Hill, what's your response to that? What do you believe?
Well, I would answer that in short, honestly, by saying, like I said earlier, I think anyone really should come to American Baptist College just for a wholesome experience. Like I said, it doesn't just ABC doesn't just teach you or train you to be, one way as some other institutions may. At this institution, you're going to get that wholesome education as well as intimate at the same time. And I think you really can't find that at much other institutions. So that would be my response.
I would simply say family and accountability. You have someone there for your need. If they can't, like she said, she'll partner you out with somebody, but they're also going to hold you accountable when you're not doing what you're supposed to do. You're not going to find many people that care that much, and they're truly a group of people who genuinely care.
I would agree with what the ladies shared. Definitely, ABC is a family environment. It's a community of people that really care about where you're going in your future. Coming from an inner city area like Detroit, college was the furthest thing from my mind. So getting to American Baptist College and being able to experience that type of love from professors and faculty members and administration, it definitely encouraged me to keep on pursuing my matriculation.
Great answers. I want to, Ms. Jones and I, as part of the admissions team, are grateful for Professor Green and Professor French for you all taking your time out to share with the virtual ABC world as it relates to how, the beauty of American Baptist College that I too was a student just a few years ago. To our student participants, we're grateful. I understand some of you have busy lives even during this time, and we want you to know that we pray that you be safe in everything that you do. I believe Professor French does have a video, and then we'll wrap up in just a few moments.
I do. Thank you so much, Mr. Parks. So I did want to share, as we prepare to close out our session on today, a student reflection video. This is one of our current students as well, Miss Dominisha Black. She actually served as the president of Vashti Sisterhood this past academic year. And I will just push play and we will listen to her words of reflection.
Outside of all of the other hats that I wear as a parent and having to work a full-time job, I never saw myself actually graduating college. American Baptist College is a place of growth, is a place of great opportunity. We believe in not only helping the students at our college, but the community as well. At American Baptist College, the faculty does a great job at building relationships with the students. That was one of the key things to my success. There's a genuineness about the administrators, even the church community. It's all about the relationships that have been built.
And with that, that's all we had for today. And I want to say thank you for joining us. Thank you to our students who willingly joined us on today. And thank you to Professor Green for partnering with me for this presentation. On behalf of the Office of Student Success, we are here, we support our students, we care about our students, and we hope that you would, if you are interested in pursuing a degree in higher education, that you would join us here at American Baptist College. That's all I have, and I will hand it back over to Ms. Jill Jones and Mr. Jeremiah Parks with our admissions department. Thank you so much.
Once again, we are grateful, and thank you for that plug, Professor French. as Professor French have said, if perhaps you're viewing this video and perhaps you're wondering now about the beauty of American Baptist College, please feel free to go to our website at www.abcnash.edu and click on the Apply Now button. Perhaps I understand times are also different. Perhaps you want that personal touch, but then perhaps you can still call our office at 615-687-6907, and we'll be grateful and glad to help you in whatever way possible that we can assist. Again, thank you to our student participants who participated with us, and we'll be looking forward to sharing with you real soon. We hope you all have a great rest of your day.